We'd like to welcome you to a matchup between two teams who so far have performed below expectations, as today the Green Bay Packers take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's take a look at the standings in both of their respective divisions. First, the NFC North. It's going to be tough for the Packers to catch up to either the Bears or the Vikings. As you see, the Bears 4-0, the Vikings are 4-1. Meanwhile, in the NFC East, the Eagles are 2-2. They're tied for first place right now in the logjam in the NFC East with the Cowboys and the Commanders. We're ready to kick off this game. Green Bay Packers will get the ball first at their own 26-yard line, first down for the Green Bay Packers. They're going to start the game with a pass over the middle, completing it for a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3 for the Green Bay Packers. Here is the throw to the right side of the field. The pass is complete for a first down for Green Bay. The Packers, they've only won one game so far this season, and that was against the struggling New York Giants. It's been disappointing so far for the Packers, but it's going to be tough at this point for them to win their division, but obviously a wild card potentially still in play, but they got to start winning now. Second down, the pass is complete. First down for the Packers into Eagles territory. So near the 40-yard line now. First down for Green Bay as the pass incomplete. A little bit low on that throw. The Packers so far this season just look a little bit discombobulated. We'll see how they do in this game against an Eagles team who, they're 2-2, but could be better. Third down and 7. First third down of the game, and it will be enough for the first down for Green Bay. It's been a long, sustained drive so far. This drive already taken up half the quarter, and it's going to take up a lot more than that, it looks like. A couple broken tackles there. It looked like the Eagles are going to have them behind the line of scrimmage, but able to get a 4-yard gain out of it. Second down and 6 to pass to the running back, but nowhere to go. Tackled almost immediately after the catch. So another third down situation for the Packers. Third down. Here's the pass. He's open. It's a first down and more. Inside the 5. First and goal inside the 1. Got 2 receivers open. At least the receivers didn't get in the way of each other. First and goal. Here is the run, but how about that? He almost tackled him before he even got the ball. Wow, that was crazy. Second down and goal. Waiting, pass, end zone, touchdown. Well, that drive took 2.5 minutes. It was definitely well worth the time because we're able to cash it in for the touchdown. Good start for the Green Bay offense. All right, the extra point now is up, and it is good. 7-0 for the Green Bay Packers. Eagles now are saying to themselves, finally, we get the ball. We're almost at the end of the first quarter. Probably getting impatient there on the sideline. And here's a deep pass to start. Wow, what a throw that was. First down and more for Philadelphia. How about that throw? Yeah, risky way to start a game, but why not? Looking for a response in a hurry. First down, pressure's coming. Here's another deep pass down the field. It is complete. First down, Philadelphia. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a fun game so far. We'll see if it continues. All right, we start the second quarter. First down. Here's another deep pass. Another completion. Inside the 10. First and goal. Eagles kind of going high risk, high reward here on this drive. First and goal. The run. And he will score. Touchdown. What a drive. Well, what a drive indeed. 3 deep passes down the field, and what a spectacular run that was. One defender misses the tackle, and then after that goes untouched in for the touchdown. What a run that was for the touchdown for the Eagles. And they respond in a hurry. Packers' opening drive took about 2.5 minutes. That drive, well, that took less than a minute. So, time of possession definitely favoring the Packers, but this game is all tied up. First down for Green Bay. Here is the throw, and that pass is complete, but good tackle made for a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3. Pressure's coming. Has to get rid of it, and it's intercepted! And the Eagles will take over with excellent field position. Yeah, and this is all because of the pass rush. The pass rush makes the quarterback to make a dangerous throw and a result in an interception. That's all about the Eagles' pass rush right there. I know the corner still had to make the pick, but I mean, that was a pretty easy interception to make. So now the Eagles have a chance to have the first play of the game, but there's a sack! And now both defenses are starting to step up. 2nd down and 15. And that pass is off the mark, incomplete. 3rd down and long situation for Philadelphia. See what they can do on this play. Another sack! Jeez, they got to the quarterback in like 2 seconds. And they're going to punt the ball, play the field position game. First quarter was all about the offense. So far, the second quarter has been all about the defense. Now the Packers are pinned deep at their own 14-yard line. There's a 1-yard run. It's actually been a pretty well-played game so far. Again, we know both these teams pretty high potential, high expectations going into the season. So far hasn't been that way, but we're around the halfway point. So still time to change the season around. 3rd down and 9 after that incomplete pass. Here is the pass. It is complete, but stopped short of the first down. And they're going to punt the ball. I mean, you're not going to... Although we did see the Packers go for in their own territory in the game against the Chicago Bears in an incredible game when they played each other. Eagles are going to take over. 1st down. Pass to the left side of the field is complete. Couple broken tackles inside the 45-yard line. Under 50 seconds to go of this first half now. 1st down for Philadelphia. As the pressure is coming, has to get rid of it. It falls incomplete. Both defenses starting to make each quarterback's uncomfortable. It would seem that pass complete. Out of bounds, but did not get the first down. 3rd and 1. And the pass is complete. It's a first down for the Eagles. And you'll take it to the 20, and they will call their first timeout. It looked like that pass actually was a little bit off the mark. I think the quarterback was looking for a little bit of a shorter pass, but it works either way. 1st down for Philadelphia. Here's the throw over the middle. It's complete. Gets a nice block. Now there's only 7 seconds left, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here. They're going to try to take a shot into the end zone, but this ball has to come out quickly, or else they might run out of time. Time running out. End zone intercepted in the end zone, and the Eagles come away empty-handed. Oh boy, risky pass. I think the quarterback panicked a bit because he knew about the internal clock in his head. But I mean, even if that pass is complete or incomplete, the clock hits 000, so maybe they should have just kicked the field goal, but maybe that's hindsight bias. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's a very costly interception. So we remain tied at 7 at the half between the Packers and the Eagles. Right about to start the second half. 1st down and 10 for Philadelphia. At least that's good news for them. They do get the ball to start the second half after that very costly interception to end the first half. There's a 6-yard gain. Eagles looking for their first lead of the game. Packers were the team that struck first. If you're just joining us, I'm not sure where you've been, but we understand some people have a life. 1st down. Waiting, throwing. It is complete. It's a 1st down. Eagles running down the sideline, picking up 17 yards as he is tackled at the 31-yard line. Eagles here on the opening drive of the second half. Pressure's coming. Has to get rid of it. Incomplete. Receiver unable to make the catch. 2nd down and 10. Packers bringing pressure once again, but that one is complete this time about a yard short of the first down. So 3rd down and inches. The run, a pretty obvious play call, and the Packers were ready for it. Yeah, they certainly were. Looks like the Eagles are going to be more conservative here and kick the field goal. They're going to kick a 37-yard field goal. This is for their first lead of the game. Here's the kick, and it's good. So the Eagles have their first lead of the game. 10-7 is the score. But it does open the door a little bit more for the Packers to try to recapture the lead here with a touchdown. The Packers will get the ball at their own 32-yard line. First down for Green Bay. Here comes the pressure, the throw. Unable to connect with the receiver. Pass, I think, was a little bit high. Hit the receiver in the helmet. Oh, that pass was way off the mark. You do not want to go 3 and out here. 3rd and 10. Waiting, throwing. Can he get around the defender? Yes, he can. It's a first down. Gets around another defender. Broken tackle. And out of bounds at midfield. First down. Here is the run. Just not much going on in the running game for Green Bay. 2nd down and 10. Here is the pass over the middle. It's complete for the first down. That was a beautiful throw. Good connection there with the receiver. First down. That pass off the mark. And the Packers, at times, just look a little discombobulated. They have all season long, so that's why they've only won 1 game so far. And it's intercepted! Oh boy, that's a huge interception. I mean, the Packers a chance here to tie the game or even take the lead, but this pass is just slightly underthrown. Gotta give credit to the Eagles defense, though. There wasn't enough separation there, I thought, between the defender and the receiver, and also good pressure to the quarterback. So, you gotta give credit to the Eagles defense. I mean, since they allowed the opening drive touchdown, the Eagles defense has completely shut down the Packers offense. And they haven't allowed a single point. It's going to be 2 full quarters now. 2nd down and 9. Here comes pressure and a sack. Yeah, this game has really turned defensive. Packers defense playing pretty well as well. 3rd down and 15. The Eagles have a long way to go. Here is the pass, and that's just to no one in particular. And they're going to have to punt the football away. As we are at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Eagles with a 10-7 lead. All right, so we start the quarter with a punt. Don't often say that. So now the Packers have a chance once again to try to tie or even take the lead here at the end of this game. First down for the Packers. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. Complete. First down. Past midfield. 13-yard gain. First down for Green Bay. About 20 yards away from field goal range, but now they're even further back as they take a sack. Been a lot of sacks in this game all of a sudden. 2nd down and 16. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Wow. Both quarterbacks have been under a lot of pressure in this game. 3rd down and 16. Waiting. Pressure once again. That pass is complete. Breaking tackles, and he has the first down and more. Past the 30. Being chased. Inside the 20. Inside the 15 and brought down at the 11. What a big play on 3rd and 16 for the Packers. What a big play indeed. They can almost get sacked once again as the pocket collapses, but what a big play. The yards after the catch, couple broken tackles. And that was definitely an unexpected first down, or at least an unexpected big play, I should say, for the Green Bay Packers. How about that? And now they are in prime position here to take the lead. First down for Green Bay. The pass is complete. And this will be a touchdown. The Packers have the lead. Yeah, they certainly do. Wide open receiver that time. Nice block right there and able to take it to the house for the touchdown for Green Bay. It's interesting though, is it does leave a lot of time for the Eagles to respond. Packers scored much quicker than maybe anybody anticipated. Extra point is good. Nonetheless, though, the Packers have the lead here in the fourth quarter. 14-10. The Eagles have a minute 36, and they need a touchdown. They will start this drive at their own 33-yard line. First down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Here is the throw. That pass is complete, and it will depend on the spot. Hard to tell to see if he got the first down. No, it's going to be about an inch short. Second down in inches, and that will be enough for the first down, even though they only picked up a yard. The Eagles still have lots of time, but they do have to start watching the clock within the next couple of plays. Still have all three of their timeouts. First down. Here is the throw. That pass is complete to midfield. Gets out of bounds, but not quite enough for the first down. Second and inches. They're going to throw it on this play. Here is the pass down the field. What a throw and catch. And the stiff arm. And he's still going inside the 20. And brought down at the 15. 32 yards. Wow, what a play. Are you kidding me? I mean, what a throw. Such a tight window throw. In the perfect spot. What a stiff arm. And what a first down for the Philadelphia Eagles. How about that? Green Bay Packers had a heartbreaking loss to the Chicago Bears last week. They're trying to avoid the same thing this week. That pass incomplete. Definitely a catchable ball. Second down and 10. They're at the 15-yard line. Waiting, throwing. It is caught inside the 5 and near the end zone. A timeout taken at the 1. Wow. First and goal for the Eagles. Here is the run. And he's not quite in. Eagles can still do anything here. They have a timeout. The playbook is fully open. Second and goal. The run. Stop short once again. I think the Eagles got to throw the football here. Third and goal. This could be the final play. Waiting. And he is sacked. And the clock hits triple zeros. And the Packers win it. What a finish to this game. Wow, what a sack. A game-winning sack. You don't often see that. How about that from the Green Bay Packers? Philadelphia Eagles quarterback held onto the football a little too long. I think in his mind he was thinking, okay, this is do or die. This is the final play. Not worrying about the clock. Just worrying about finding a receiver open. But unfortunately, the offensive line did not do their job. And he got taken down to the ground. What a game. The Green Bay Packers with a must-needed win over the Philadelphia Eagles 14-10. What a fun game this was. And as we take a look at the updated standings, so the Packers, they're now 2-3. The Eagles are also 2-3. I mean, the NFC East has been kind of lackluster so far. Yeah, we definitely expected the NFC East to be better, but we're only halfway through the season, so any team can catch fire, including these Philadelphia Eagles. But maybe the Packers, maybe this is the start of a good run for the Packers. So after the Packers' heartbreaking loss last week, they win in thrilling fashion on a game-winning sack as they defeat the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 14-10.